Lobster roll, lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. Lobster roll, lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. Lobster roll, lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. Lobster roll, lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. Hello, my loves, and welcome into my kitchen. My name is Gabrielle Reyes. Y'all know me as One Great Vegan. And this, my loves, is a live, musical, and loud cooking class. I'm gonna be singing a lot today, y'all. I'm gonna get some burps out because y'all saw me drink all that celery juice. My Instagram, my TikTok, they had the pre-show celery juice cocktail hour. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. Celery juice cocktail hour. I was just sipping on some celery juice, talking to them a little bit, chit-chatting. But now we here up in the kitchen, about to get going, about to get glowing, about to make some lobster roll, lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. Lobster roll, lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. The seasoning and the spice that is in this recipe, y'all, you're gonna be like, oh snap, I did not know plants could taste this way. Oh snap, I did not know, give some more to me today. That's what you're gonna be saying. That's what you're gonna be singing. And you're gonna be singing a lot of things today, and I'm gonna be singing a lot of things. But before we get singing and do what we gotta do, y'all know what we gotta do. Don't act like y'all don't know. I'ma just sneak on over and y'all can just guess. Just guess what we gonna do. We gonna wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands before we get to cooking. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands before we get to cooking. Let's wash our hands, let's wash our hands, let's wash our hands before we get to cooking. All right, my loves, hands are clean because we ain't trying to get sick today. We're trying to make delicious food. So what I have here, I have my pan all nice and hot, and the first thing we're gonna add in there, my loves, is some vegan butter. So get out your vegan butter, whatever vegan butter that you like works. Today, my loves, I'm going to be using Flora butter, which hopefully y'all have tried it. They're brand new. They just came out. And what I love about it, not only does it smell just like butter, like home cooking good butter, but the whole packaging is 100% no plastic, 100% recyclable packaging. And y'all, this butter is just so fierce and fabulous. I'm going to be featuring this butter in a ton of different recipes. So y'all stay tuned, So get yourself some vegan butter, vegan butter, vegan butter, vegan butter. All right, she's already starting to melt on down, y'all. I'm gonna add in a good amount of vegan butter because, y'all, vegan butter, it's got seasoning, it's got that nice, warm, cozy flavor that you want. And honestly, butter is just good on everything, okay? But if you do not want to use butter, if you want to keep this a little bit lighter, that's okay, and that's alright. You can use aquafaba, or you can use veggie broth. You can use coconut oil. You can use grapeseed oil. Honestly, it's whatever works for you and your spirit and your soul. But you know what? I'm going to be using butter today because I love butter, y'all. I love it so much. All right, so I'm melting my butter down, and as I'm gonna melt my down, I have some garlic, minced garlic to be exact, and I have about 2 tablespoons of my minced garlic, y'all. And this is such a simple recipe. It's kind of similar to the way that you make the elote. Elote avocado dip, tastes so good, a blessing on your lip. Elote avocado dip, elote avocado dip. Hopefully y'all have got to try that recipe. That's one of my most popular recipes. We're going to be making this kind of a similar way, starting off with that butter, get in some of that garlic, mix together a wonderful mayo mixture for a nice, cool, crunchy, but yet those pieces of that palm, hearts of palm, and that oyster mushroom will be nice and warm and so zesty. All right, so I'm just going to be cooking this down. You know, whenever you're cooking butter, you don't want to overcook it. You don't want to burn your butter. That's not good. Don't burn your butter. Don't burn your butter. Don't do it. It doesn't taste good. It just kind of makes things taste a little like sharp. That's the way I would put it. It tastes sharp. So just be mindful whenever you're cooking down your garlic in your vegan butter. And whenever it's getting cooked down, as it's getting nice and cooked down, we're gonna actually chop up our hearts of palm as well as our oyster mushrooms. Y'all check out these beautiful oyster mushrooms we have here today. Look at these, look at these. It's like a beautiful fan. So these oyster mushrooms, you can use them to make chicken, to make pork, to make fish today. Y'all, they soak up, and these ones are specifically the yellow oyster mushrooms. So there's, I would say like gray oyster mushrooms, and then there's yellow oyster mushrooms. The yellow ones are better for if you want to make anything more fishy. So y'all check it out, check it out. Look at this oyster mushroom. And like I said, you can fry these up to make that vegan fried chicken, cooking in the kitchen. Y'all can't tell, I love mushrooms. But today we're gonna be using it to make that lobster meat. So we got that right there. We're gonna chop that up, and it looks like this is already getting nice and hot. And like I said, you wanna be mindful, make sure it doesn't burn. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit. Turn your heat down if it gets a little too hot. And I have a cutting board here. I just got in these beautiful spoons and cutting board from Island Bamboo, Island Bamboo. This beautiful, look at this, y'all. This is like the perfect spoon, and they sent me a whole set, and I'm just so excited to use them all for all my fun recipes. So let's chop up some oyster mushroom. I'm gonna grab, let's see, I'm gonna grab about half of these oyster mushrooms and then see how we do. How's our garlic doing? Yeah. She cooking. Oh, she cooking down. She cooking down. She cooking down. Our garlic's cooking down. She is cooking down. Let me take her off the heat. Like I said, you don't want your garlic to burn. And while she's off the heat, let's chop up our oyster mushrooms. And you don't have to chop it into any kind of fancy way, y'all. This is some fanciness right here. Look at this. This is all we got. Just these little pieces right here. Boom. That's it. Just nice little small pieces that you can bite into. Add it into your pan as you chop away. Chop, 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 chop away. Chop the oyster mushroom. Chop, 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 chop away. Chop the oyster mushroom. Chop, 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 chop away the oyster mushroom now. Chop, 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 chop away the oyster mushrooms. All right, I think I'm actually gonna be adding in all this because y'all, I wanna eat this as a feast today. Of course, it's for me and my beloved best friend, Ace. We're gonna be feasting on this today. So let's chop into the rest of these. Oh, it's already starting to smell fierce and fabulous, y'all. So I'm chopping up my oyster mushrooms. Give it a nice rough chop. It doesn't have to be anything perfect, y'all. This is colorful home cooking. This isn't fine dining. We're making things easy, breezy, beautiful, tasty, fabulous, fierce, and good for your spirit and your soul, my loves. All right, so I have my oyster mushrooms all chopped on up. And let's just add them into our pan with our butter and our garlic. And now we're gonna let that garlic and that butter cook on in to your oyster mushrooms. All right, there she goes and there she glows. Turning my heat back on. I'm gonna turn it to about to medium. And y'all, it's crazy. It already starts to smell fishy, and we haven't even added in any of our seasonings and spices. So next, my loves, I have some hearts of palm. I'll come up and give y'all a better look at this right here. So this is hearts of palm. Sometimes people use these for salads. Today we're gonna be chopping these up and gonna be making some lobster with it, okay? But also a lot of times people use these to make like calamari. A lot of fish, fry them up for like fried fish. You can do a ton of different things with these. But today, like I said, we're gonna be using it in that lobster lettuce cup. All right. So let's chop these up and add it into our buttery, garlicky pan as well. All right. Lobster roll, lettuce cups, hey. Wow, and they're so like silky and smooth. It's wild. So I'm gonna be using the whole part. A lot of time people will take out the middle and, like I said, make calamari. We're gonna be using all of this today because we're gonna give it a nice rough chop. And just chop it down the middle and give it the same amount, the same size that you chopped the oyster mushrooms in. Chop your hearts of palm in as well. So these are, I love the texture of these. They really have like a nice hearty and like a meaty texture. That's gonna be great. And like I said, y'all, if you want to, you can put the lobster roll mixture that we're creating, you can add that into like some nice buttered bread Ace actually has some pretzel rolls that he might put his into, so stay tuned for that. All right, let's see how she's cooking. She's cooking down. Cook the oyster mushrooms down. Oh, that was a little low, y'all. Down. Sometimes my voice is like, girl, you can't sing that low. Stop pretending. Stop playing games with us right now. All right. Oh, y'all, this is already starting to look exactly like how I want it to look. This piece right here looks like it needs to get chopped up a little bit more, though. So we're going to give her a nice, good chop. Pour her in our pan. And then, you know what? Let's go in. Let's use the rest of our hearts of palm. Like I said, I'm chopping mine in half and then just giving it a nice, good chop. Almost, honestly, the same way you would chop celery, almost in that same way. Put it into your pan. And then let's get our last hearts of palm. I got 3 of these jars, y'all. And what's great, the hearts of palm, I found this at Tom Thumb. I know they also sell it at Kroger. They don't sell it at Trader Joe's, but definitely at Sprouts, Vaughn's, basically any grocery store that would sell artichokes. If you sell artichoke hearts in a jar, they're gonna sell hearts of palm, is what I found. So an easy thing to find, and oyster mushrooms, boom, you can also find those in most places. So, all right, y'all, so we are cooking this down, and as this starts to cook on down, I'm putting my pan back on high heat. I'm gonna be adding in a little bit of my smoked paprika. Hey, smoked paprika. Hey, hey. Adding in that smoked paprika because this is gonna add in a nice little red color. You know, in lobster, there's like a red tint to the lobster. Well, the smoked paprika is just gonna give it that nice color we want. And then when we mix it all in with also the Old Bay and that mayo mixture, it's just gonna be so beautiful. This is also gonna help that more seasoning dig on in to your oyster mushrooms and your hearts of palm. All right, my love, so there we go. We're gonna let this cook down on high heat. Get it nice and hot. And as we're doing that, y'all, we can move on into making our mayo mixture. So this is very simple, y'all. Obviously, you're watching me do this and you're like, oh my gosh, all she's doing is chopping this up and putting it in a pan. All right, well, now all we're gonna do is put things in a bowl and mix it together, okay? So the first thing you're gonna need is some vegan mayonnaise, soy-free veganese, soy-free veganese from Follow Your Heart. So this is avocado oil veganese. I tend to use only veganese that doesn't have soy in it. If I have to use a soy, I'll use that, but I try to avoid soy as much as possible, just for my skin and my stomach, and it affects Ace's skin as well. So let's add in about 1.5 cups of our mayonnaise, vegan mayonnaise. And what's fierce also, this, I found this also at Kroger. So you can find this at Kroger, Tom Thumb, Sprouts, obviously Whole Foods. You can find Follow Your Heart veganese a lot of different places. So y'all be sure to check that out. Look at them. They also have the feta crumbles that we're going to be using today as well, my loves. All right. She's already tasty. And she's just, all she is mayonnaise, but she's tasty. How'd she do that? All right. So I got my mayonnaise over here, and oh my gosh, y'all. This already smells so good. Yes, that smoked paprika is mixing into those 2 different textures, giving it that nice red color that we want. She's so fabulous. If you want to, also you can add in a little bit of salt and pepper to give it more taste. We're going to be adding in salt and pepper to our mayo mixture, so I'm not worrying about that right now. The other things we're going to put in here is some celery. I've chopped up some celery right here. Obviously, y'all, I'm trying to get in my celery in my breakfast and my lunch today. So add in about 1/2 cup of celery. And the same thing with your red onion. Diced red onion, diced red onion, diced red onion, diced red onion. Add in about 1/2 cup of your diced red onion. If you don't like onion or celery, you don't have to add this in. This is something that just gives it an extra bit of crunchiness that I really enjoy. The other thing we have here is some lemon juice. Get yourself some lemon, squeeze it, get it in your bowl, nice and juicy and delicious. Add in about 2 to 2.5 tablespoons of your lemon juice. And now, y'all, we get to add in all of our seasoning and spices. Okay, seasoning is everything. Seasoning is everything. Wow, seasoning is everything. When you're making vegan food, it is everything. all of our textural elements. Next, y'all, we're gonna be moving on, like I said, to those seasonings and that's spices. So what I have here is some Old Bay, and I also got some Japanese multi-purpose seasoning, my loves. So the Old Bay, this is necessary for this recipe, okay? You gotta get Old Bay or some kind of version of Old Bay, something that you would season fish or like a crab boil, like a crawfish. Anything you season that with, get that. Old Bay is also, I mean, it just tastes good on other things as well. But this right here I got from Trader Joe's. This is Japanese multi-purpose seasoning. And this is fabulous because it gives it that nice fishy flavor. So like I said, y'all, we're going to be pulling in the dynamic flavors for our lobster roll lettuce cups. Lobster roll lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. Lobster roll lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. All right, so let's add in all of that seasoning and spices we're talking about. Add in about 1 tablespoon of your Old Bay seasoning. Go in my bowl. All right, y'all see I'm going in. Oh, she smells so delicious. Awesome. And also what I like about this is that you can use this in potatoes, you can put this on some cauliflower, you can use this just on mushrooms. It's just a good seasoning to have around. And then let's also add in that Japanese multi-purpose seasoning. Add in about 1/2 tablespoon. It's gonna add a nice seaweed flavor to there. Y'all, I'm gonna add in a little bit more of my Old Bay because y'all know I be going in seasoning and spices. I really want that flavor just hitting, y'all, okay? I want that flavor letting us fly above the sky of flavor land and making us feel good in our spirit and our soul, y'all. So that's what we're going for today. All right, let's see what else. We gotta add in a little bit of sweetness. Y'all know how it is. Add in some of your maple syrup. Just a touch. I would say no more than 1/2 of a tablespoon. Maple syrup. She's like one of my key ingredients to most of my recipes. Ooh, actually, y'all, let's check in on her. Yeah, she is cooking up. I don't want to see much liquid in my pan whenever I'm cooking this. I want all that liquid to absorb into your oyster mushroom and your hearts of palm. So she's doing great. I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit to give her a little bit more readiness to soak all in. And the other thing I have here that's going to go into my mayo mixture is some ground mustard. This is just going to give, like I said, y'all, we're going in with our seasoning. Add in about 2 teaspoons of your ground mustard. This is the best. This is the way to do it in the kitchen if you're coming up with beats. Big. Ground mustard, ground mustard. Hey, see, this now becomes your drum. Your seasonings become your drum, y'all, once you start singing and grooving and doing what you do in the kitchen. All right, my loves, so let's grab our other fresh seasonings that we need. We're gonna be adding in some salt and pepper at the very end, but first, let's add in some chives as well as some fresh dill. If you don't have fresh, that's okay, but fresh is always best as it goes in this recipe. Let me get my cutting board ready. Cutting board ready. All right, so I'm just gonna gather up everything together on one side, make sure everything's lined up on one side, and that way I can just chop everything together into nice, small pieces. We want these to be just wonderful bits of green that just flutter within the oyster mushrooms, and also that heart of palm along with the crunchiness from the celery. And y'all, it's just gonna be so flavorful. Oh, I love the smell of dill. I also use dill in my rainbow chickpea salad. And it just really, honestly, dill makes the recipe, that fresh dill especially. So let's add it into our bowl. I'm adding in about 2 tablespoons of both of those, the fresh dill as well as the fresh chives. So there we go, y'all. Look at this. This is already so beautiful and so, oh, it smells delicious. So a fun fact about this chili mayo mixture, or this, it ain't chili yet, but if you want to, you could add in a little bit of chili. What we're putting in this mayo mixture for our lobster roll, you could use the same thing with some crushed chickpeas. So if you want to, you can create like a chickpea tuna salad sandwich, chickpea tuna salad roll, sandwich, wrap, collard green, whatever you want, salad with greens and peas, and you can do whatever you want, but just use this same mixture with some crushed up chickpeas as well, and there you go, you have vegan tuna salad. Vegan tuna salad, vegan tuna salad. And there you go, fun tip. And also, I'm sure you can do the exact same thing if you want to. I just wanted that real lobster texture, so that's why we're using the hearts of palm and the oyster mushrooms today. All right, so let's add in that salt and pepper, my loves, and then we'll be ready to combine everything together. All right, salt and pepper, salt and pepper. I'm adding in not too much salt, just because the Old Bay already has some salt in it, but I want to go in with my pepper just because I like that crushed pepper flavor whenever I'm making this recipe. So I would say add in about 2 to 3 teaspoons of your crushed pepper, and then maybe like 1 teaspoon, if you need it, of your salt. So there we go. Because like I said, also that mayo, the vegan mayonnaise, has some salt in it as well. Not too much salt, but you don't want to go over salted. That's why I didn't salt my oyster mushrooms and my parts of palm, because I just don't want it to get too salty up in here, y'all. All right, so there we go. We have our black pepper up in here. We have these cooked. And so what we're going to do next, my loves, get yourself your avocado. You're going to make some avocado slices. And then we're also going to chop up a few pieces of some chive. But actually, if you want to, you can use green onions. So I'm going to go grab my green onions from the refrigerator. Oh! Or from right behind me, because I'm brilliant. And then left them right here behind me, like I planned for this or something. All right, so y'all check out our lobster made out of oyster mushrooms and made out of hearts of palm as well, y'all. This is what we're gonna be using. It's all nice, get the nice little red color to it. And now it's time to add it into our mixture of mayonnaise and all of that seasoning. And just, y'all, get ready to feast, because that's all you gotta do, baby. All right, so this is gonna go off. You're gonna turn off. Give it a nice mix. Yes, get that mayonnaise in there. Oh, all that color. Yeah, y'all, this is already good. Oh, snap. I'm gonna have to let y'all see what we doing up in here. Check it out, the smells on this, the color in this, that creaminess from that mayonnaise. Y'all, look at this. Lobster roll, lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. Lobster roll, lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. This is perfect. It's gonna have that nice butteriness, that garlic, that nice fishiness as well. Ooh, y'all, okay? Let us get ready to build our lobster roll lettuce cups. So like I said, I'm gonna move this out the way so I don't have to get burnt by an accident. All right, that has happened one time and it was not a cute, fun situation. So, move you out the way, whoa, move her out the way, whoa, move, you better move, you better move, you better move, ooh. All right, since we are getting organized, y'all, let's grab your lettuce, grab your avocado, grab your fresh green onions. Let me chop into this avocado right here. And then we can build our lobster roll lettuce cups. All right, get this nice and clean. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna chop into my avocado. I'm just going around from tip to tip, bottom to top, a nice circle, and then I'm just gonna give it a nice crank. Boom! They are nature's butter, okay? So I'm gonna give this a nice little thin vertical up and down chop, and this is gonna create some nice slices for me that I'm gonna put at the bottom of my lobster roll lettuce cups, just because y'all, I love different kinds of textures, I love avocado, and I just love more healthy fats in your diet. So let's see, where can I get a spoon? Actually, this fork right here will work. So I'm gonna scoop this on out of my shell casing. Is that what you call the avocado shell? The avocado skin, if you will. And then let us build our lobster roll lettuce cups, my love. So let me grab myself this right here. I have some butterhead lettuce. This is going to be the best because it gives it a nice little cup form right there. Some of these may be broken on the bottom, but that's okay. We're going to be covering that up anyways. Doesn't really have to be perfect for this, but y'all know I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to plating. So yeah, this may take a little bit, me picking out the perfect one. All right, let's see. Ooh, this one. Oh, this one is so great. I'll be using this one instead. All right, so there we go. I have my 3 chosen. How do I? I don't know. I'm still trying to decide which ones I want to use. Which ones do I want? Okay, this one will be perfect. She's beautiful. Yes, lobster roll, lettuce comes land, the flame will lift you up. So I have my lettuce leaves right here, and now it's time to build on it. So I'm gonna grab my avocado slices. I'm gonna grab about like 3 slices and just place it into my little lettuce cup right here. All right, all right, all right. Go on in there, you little avocado slices. Ooh, I got some extra avocado too. All right, so I'm gonna wipe my hands off because avocado got my hands all messy. And then, y'all, there we go. Add on your avocado, and now just add on your lobster roll mixture you made. Oh, look at that red color. Look at all that different texture that's in there, my loves. This is fabulous. All right, pile it on in there however much you want in your life. I'm gonna be feasting on all this because this is made out of plants, okay? And you would never know because she's so delicious and fierce and fabulous. All right, make her look beautiful. Yes, girl, you are shining. You are a star. You're a star, my love. All right, go on in, go on in. So then what I like to do, y'all know I'm adding on even more because your girl is mad extra. Let's add on some feta crumbles to give it a nice little bit of white on top. Boom, a nice little sprinkle on top of your lobster roll lettuce cups. I just love different colors, especially if I'm making anything that's tan or beige. I like to just make sure that it's presented around different colors like whites, reds, greens, purples, just different stuff. Oh, y'all, the cheese I'm using, this is Follow Your Heart feta, and it's so good. I don't know how they do it, y'all, but it's so cheesy and so good. Creamy, like I could spread this on bread and it could be butter. All right, so we have our cheese on our lobster roll lettuce cups. I'm also gonna be building another one so I can snack on that one. Let me get another plate. All right, so I'm gonna be building another lobster roll lettuce cup so y'all, I can dig in before I have to film my TikTok music video. So let me get that in there real quick. Ooh, and then add on that avocado slice. Yes, yes. And if you want to, you can plate this to be this like really fancy way, but that's not what I'm doing today, y'all. Like I said, this isn't fine dining. This is colorful home cooking. So get your cheese on top. Look, I have to lick my fingers again, y'all. What a shame, what a shame. All right, and then, sprinkle just a little bit more of your smoked paprika, just a touch, I mean barely. I don't want that big, there's a big chunk, I don't want to come out. Don't come out. Let me grab onto that. Do y'all ever have big chunks in your seasoning? Actually, that may work. That works actually. Boom, a little sprinkle. Thank you, big chunk of smoked paprika. I don't know if that ever happens to y'all seasoning, if they just chunk on up sometimes. We just gotta give it a little shake, tell her what's good, you know what I'm saying? All right, so she's already beautiful with that little sprinkle of red on top. And then y'all, all you have to do, finish it off with some green onion. Boom, y'all know I always add on that little bit of freshness. Add on that little bit of freshness. Add on that little bit of freshness. And today's freshness we're using is green onion. You can use the chives, you can use the dill, whatever, my loves, whatever, whatever. Whatever you need to eat. I don't remember, that's from a commercial, isn't it? Whatever will stay in my heart and I will love you. Whatever. I don't remember what that's from, but somewhere in my childhood. All right, y'all, check it out. Lobster roll, lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. Lobster roll, lettuce cups, let the flavor lift you up. These are going to be so delicious, and that's why I made myself one right here, y'all. So let's dig in. She's probably gonna fall everywhere, but y'all saw it here. Oh, she's so good. Y'all, I'm weak. I didn't make enough. That's number one. I can tell you right now, I didn't make enough because this is so delicious. Oh my goodness. Wow. I just want to eat this as like a salad, just this lobster roll mixture. I just want to eat this by itself. Yes. Blessed be the name of this recipe. Bless it, bless it, bless it. I'm gonna eat every inch, every bite, every morsel. I want it all. It's so good. Girl. That was an experience. Hopefully, y'all get to experience the same thing I just experienced, because that was religious in a way. Okay, y'all, check it out. Check it out. This is really tasty. So y'all, get yourself going. Get yourself glowing. Get yourself in the kitchen and make yourself some lobster roll lettuce cups. I can feel some right now and on the side of my mouth. Like I told you, I'm gonna get every morsel, every bit of this delicious recipe, y'all. I had so much fun jamming, singing with you all this Saturday. Next Saturday, we're gonna be making some Haitian jackfruit enchiladas. So y'all stay tuned for that. It's gonna be so delicious, so fabulous, and a part of my culture that I can share with you all. Thank you again for tuning in, my loves. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to share it with your friends. Share the recipe. Recipes are for free, my loves. So be sure to go to my Instagram, go to my YouTube, go to my website. Anywhere you go to type in One Great Vegan, you'll be able to find me and my free recipes, my loves. So I hope y'all enjoy. Be sure to dig in, my loves. And I will see you all next week. Goodbye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.